workload.
Okay, as I understand it, to responses, in other words, if ours has the majority of the responding to incidents compared to another one, ours would be a favorable station to keep the paramedics there longer, or?
No, what you have to understand, again, when we looked at this plan and trying to basically share the wealth or share the workload across the board, when we were looking at proposing shutting or browning out engine 16 and sending those individuals out, you were still going to have a company there. It just wasn't going to be a paramedic for 3 days out of the month. Yeah, I know. I understand you didn't want to lose it, but unfortunately, that's going to happen throughout the entire city. It's not just affecting your community here. There are going to be paramedic engines that are going to be shut out if it goes through. This is still a draft, but it would happen throughout the entire city, not just your community here.
If we would have more incidents within Hillside Village, and you guys have to come out more, would you look in favor to keep the paramedics here?
No, because what we did, again, when we looked at, we didn't want to pick on just those areas that weren't that busy.
Okay.
Then that wouldn't be fair.
Because I was going to say, I'll call you when I come.
No, and again, you have a busier over here. If you look at South Los Angeles, there's a certain pocket down there that is very busy. They probably had the highest activity throughout the city. We're picking on those resources too, and we're hearing the same thing from that community down there too. They don't want their resources shut down. Nobody wants their resources shut down, but unfortunately, the city is facing a large economic deficit.
That's their problem.
Unfortunately, the fire chief reports to the mayor, and he has to.
That's too bad.
Okay. Do you think that unilateral cuts then will affect a single engine station like ours more? Or do you agree that that's putting our community at risk?
When you say unilateral, what are you referring to?
Well, you're saying that you're going to cut them everywhere, but it seems like we have such a small unit, just the two trucks or whatever you call them, the bus and the engine.
The rescue and the engine?
Right.
Yeah, it would be straight across the board. Again, there are approximately 53 single engine companies similar to Fire Station 16 that would be added to our current rotation.
Yeah, because we're, like they said before, we're at the edge and we don't have backup from 3 sides like all the other stations do. 47 and ourselves, that's it. And we cover Cal State LA, we cover Wilson High School, we cover El Sereno Middle School, Farmdale Grammar School, and Multnomah School. Besides industry, we have nothing but industry all the way to Alhambra. And we have one of the largest senior populations in the city.
Yeah. And trust me, your concerns are being carried back to the fire chief, carried to the council member, and again, before anything gets approved, there are a number of layers that have to go through before ultimately it does get implemented.
This having almost half the month for the next 4 months is just not acceptable to us.